Story title: Exploring the Ethics of AI-Generated Sexual Content Policies. Meta's Oversight Board to examine AI policies amid celebrity deepfake scandal. Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, is facing heat over its handling of explicit deepfakes on its platforms. The social media giant is now seeking public comments as it re-evaluates its policies on AI-generated explicit images, following a high-profile celebrity scandal involving AI sex images. The Meta Oversight Board announced on Tuesday that it will review 2 cases involving AI-generated sexualized images of female celebrities, aiming to assess the effectiveness of Meta's existing policies and enforcement practices. According to the board, the celebrities in question will remain unnamed to mitigate further harassment risks. One case involves an Instagram account that shared an AI-generated nude image of a public figure from India. Despite a user reporting the image, Meta initially failed to remove it, automatically closing the user's report due to a delay in review. In another case, a Facebook user successfully reported a deepfake of an American public figure, leading to the removal of the image for violating Meta's bullying and harassment policy. Meta's board will accept public comments for 2 weeks, giving users and organizations an opportunity to contribute valuable perspectives on the issue. The board is particularly interested in insights on the nature and gravity of harms posed by deepfake pornography, with a focus on women who are public figures. The call for public comments comes as countries around the world, including India, the US, and the UK, propose laws to criminalize the creation and sharing of explicit AI deepfakes online. Meta's board will specifically seek input on the effectiveness of the company's enforcement processes and the challenges users face when reporting deepfakes through automated systems. Once the board submits its recommendations, Meta will have 60 days to respond and implement the board's decision. The move to re-evaluate and refine Meta's AI policies highlights the increasing challenges social media platforms face in addressing AI harms and maintaining user safety. Read the full story at Ars Technica, source, arstechnica.com. Story title: Betaworks embraces AI agents in new cohort. Betaworks, a renowned venture capital firm, is making a bold move by investing in a new generation of AI agents designed to automate everyday tasks. The firm's latest cohort includes 9 AI agent startups that aim to take on mundane tasks, such as sorting emails, extracting and structuring information from web pages, and scheduling meetings. While the use cases for these companies sound promising, AI has a history of struggling to keep its promises. Trust is a significant factor that needs to be established with these services, as users may be hesitant to entrust critical tasks to a new AI. Despite these challenges, Betaworks CEO and founder, John Borthwick, is optimistic about the potential of these AI agents. He believes that customers are ready to embrace the technology, even in its current state, as long as the products are good enough to make a terrible task less terrible. The 3 startups that stood out to me the most from the cohort are Twin, Sketch, and JSonify. Twin automates tasks using an action model that learns how to complete complex tasks by training on vast amounts of data representing software interfaces. Sketch aims to simplify the process of finding a meeting time that works for multiple people, while JSonify uses visual AI models to extract data from unstructured contexts. The other 6 startups in the cohort are Resolved AI, Flood, Extensible AI, Opponent, High Dimensional Research, and Embody. While these startups offer unique solutions, their success will depend on their ability to address the inherent imprecision of large language models, LLMs, and their potential as tools for the job. In conclusion, AI agents will undoubtedly play a significant role in the automated software workflows of the near future. However, the nature and extent of that role are still unwritten. Betaworks aims to get its foot in the door early, even if some of the products aren't quite ready for mass market debuts. The startups will showcase their agentic wares on May 7, so stay tuned for further updates. Source: TechCrunch.com. Story title: Introducing MLCommons AI Safety Benchmark, a milestone in ensuring safe AI development. In a significant development for the artificial intelligence (AI) industry, MLCommons, the non-profit organization behind the most widely used AI benchmarks, has announced the release of its first benchmark for assessing AI safety. The new benchmark, MLCommons AI Safety version 0.5, focuses on measuring the safety of large language models, LLMs, that power popular chatbots such as ChatGPT. The need for a safety benchmark has become increasingly urgent as AI technology becomes more sophisticated and widely used. Without proper safeguards, AI systems could be misused for various malicious activities, including phishing attacks, cybercrime, and the creation of harmful content. To address this challenge, MLCommons has developed a broad benchmark that covers a wide range of hazards, including violent crime, child abuse and exploitation, and hate. The benchmark uses a series of tests for various hazards, a platform for defining benchmarks and reporting results, and an engine for running the tests. Each LLM submitted to the benchmark is interrogated with a range of inputs, which the platform then assesses for safety. The LLM is rated based on its performance with regard to each hazard and also its overall level of safety. The MLCommons AI Safety version 0.5 benchmark includes more than 43,000 prompts and uses Meta's LlamaGuard, an automated evaluation tool that classifies responses adapted to the specific MLCommons taxonomy. The responses to the hazard prompts are evaluated using a community-developed scoring method that translates the complex numeric benchmark results into easy-to-understand ratings. LLMs will be rated as either high risk, moderate risk, moderate low risk, or low risk. Google LLC researcher Peter Matson, co-chair of MLCommons iSafety Working Group, emphasized the importance of creating rigorous measurements that people can understand and trust widely and AI developers can adopt practically, as AI safety is extremely challenging to assess due to its empirical, subjective, and technically complex nature. The iSafety version 0.5 benchmark is currently limited to LLMs for general-purpose chat, but MLCommons plans to expand it to cover an increased range of LLM modalities, such as image-generating LLMs. The organization intends to expand the benchmark's taxonomy over time as it develops tests for the categories not yet covered. The iSafety version 0.5 benchmark is available for experimentation and feedback, and the organization hopes initial tests by the community will inform improvements for a comprehensive version 1.0 release later this year. Overall, the MLCommons AI Safety version 0.5 benchmark represents a significant step forward in the development of safe and reliable AI technology. By providing a standardized and rigorous evaluation framework, MLCommons is helping to ensure that AI technology is developed and deployed in a responsible and safe manner, ultimately benefiting society as a whole. Source: SiliconAngle.com. Story title: CEO predicts AI models will advance significantly by next year. In a recent interview, Dario Amodei, the CEO of AI research company Anthropic, made a startling prediction. He believes that within the next few years, AI models could become self-sustaining and capable of replicating and surviving in the wild. This statement highlights the rapid pace of development in the field of AI and the potential risks and benefits that come with it. Amodei used the biosafety levels used in virology labs as an analogy to describe the current state and potential future of AI. According to him, the world is currently at ASL 2, but ASL 4, which would include autonomy and persuasion, may be just around the corner. He warned that without proper governance, AI could start to breed and become a threat. The autonomy side of AI is where Amodei's predictions get even more intriguing. He stated that various measures of these models are close to being able to replicate and survive in the wild. When asked about the timeline, Amodei, who is known for thinking in exponentials, said he believes the replicate and survive in the wild level could be reached anywhere from 2025 to 2028. Amodei's perspective carries significant weight, given his background and experience in the field. He co-founded Anthropic with his sister Daniela and other OpenAI expats after leaving OpenAI over directional differences and the company's partnership with Microsoft. Anthropic's mission is to ensure that transformative AI helps people and society flourish. The potential of AI to replicate and survive in the wild raises concerns about the technology's misuse and the impact it could have on geopolitics. Autonomous AI could enable state-level actors to enhance their offensive capabilities, creating an imbalance in the global arena. While AI doomsday talk is common, Amodei's insider perspective adds credibility to his argument. His warning serves as a reminder of the importance of responsible scaling and governance in the development and deployment of AI. As the technology continues to advance at a rapid pace, it is crucial to consider the potential risks and work towards ensuring that AI benefits society as a whole. Source: Futurism.com. Story title: Alibaba boosts support for open-source AI model development. Alibaba Group Holding, the Chinese e-commerce giant, has reaffirmed its commitment to the open-source development of its large language model, LLM, after the successful deployment of its Tongyi Chanwen AI model. Tongyi Chanwen, which was made available to third-party developers in October last year, has helped promote the commercialization of Alibaba's AI models. Lin Jianyang, who is in charge of Tongyi Chanwen's open-source build-out, revealed that Alibaba could have been more aggressive in open-source development over the past year. "We really feel the power of the open-source community," Lin said in a WeChat post published on Monday. "After contributing to the community has also given us a lot of feedback. Open-source technologies have been a significant contributor to China's flourishing tech industry over the past few decades." After Tongyi Chanwen's launch in April last year, Alibaba Cloud open-sourced two simpler forms of its LLM that were trained on 7 billion parameters. Alibaba Cloud last December opened access to the 72 billion parameter and 1.8 billion parameter versions of its LLM and made freely available another model that understands audio. Alibaba's latest AI push could fuel further debate on whether China can continue relying on the open-source community instead of bolstering its tech ecosystem. While open-source development has helped promote the commercialization of Alibaba's large language models, there are concerns that such collaborations would put the country at a disadvantage, especially when global tensions ratchet up further. Alibaba's Lin asserted the apparent advantages to continued open-source AI technology development. "Open-source development has helped promote the commercialization of our large language models," Lin said. He pointed out that the developers, with access to Alibaba's LLMs, are mainly the core engineers at our potential customers. However, there are concerns about the scarcity of advanced graphics processing units, GPUs, which provide the computing power in data centers for LLMs to train generative AI systems. Alibaba co-founder and chairman Joe Tsai earlier this month said that U.S. export restrictions that bar Chinese companies' access to advanced semiconductors, such as the GPUs from NVIDIA, have definitely affected tech firms on the mainland, including Alibaba. China's tech companies are possibly 2 years behind the top AI firms in the U.S., Tsai added. The number of government-approved LLMs and related AI applications on the mainland currently totals more than 40. But at present, there are more than 200 China-developed LLMs in the market. In January, China approved this year's first batch of LLMs. The latest approvals, a total of 14 LLMs and AI enterprise applications for commercial use, come after an initial number of generative AI services were allowed for release to the public last August. Source: www.scmp.com. Story title: Unveiling the Impact of Generative AI on Job Security, Survey Results. In a recent survey conducted by the Society of Authors, SOA, in the UK, it was revealed that an overwhelming majority of translators believe that generative AI poses a significant threat to their future income. The survey found that more than 3/4 of translators believe that emerging AI technology will negatively impact their earnings, with more than 40% reporting that their income has already decreased due to generative AI. The survey, which included responses from 787 SOA members, including writers, illustrators, and translators, found that more than a third of translators have already lost work due to generative AI. While some translators have used AI tools to support their work, many believe that the technology is a major threat to their livelihoods. The use of AI in translation has been particularly pronounced in commercial translation work, such as instruction manuals, where the nuances of language are less critical. However, literary translators argue that idiomatic, complex, and nuanced writing is likely to remain the domain of human translators. The SOA survey found that 94% of members want credit or compensation when their work is used to develop generative AI tools. The organization argues that there is an urgent need for government regulation of AI tools to ensure that they are developed and used ethically and lawfully. Translation experts argue that while AI can be a useful tool in certain areas of translation, it cannot replace the creativity and nuanced understanding of language that human translators bring to the table. However, some fear that the rise of AI in translation could lead to a lowering of standards and a race to the bottom in terms of cost. The survey results come in the wake of a boom in popularity of translated books, highlighting the critical role that translators play in bringing international literature to a wider audience. However, with the rise of AI in translation, many translators are concerned about the future of their profession and the potential impact on their income. Despite these concerns, many translators remain optimistic about the future of literary translation and believe that there will always be an audience for human-translated content. However, as AI continues to advance, it is clear that the translation industry will need to adapt and evolve in order to stay relevant and competitive. In conclusion, the SOA survey highlights the significant threat that generative AI poses to the work of translators, with many fearing that the technology will negatively impact their future income. As AI continues to advance, it is imperative that the translation industry adapts and evolves in order to stay relevant and competitive. At the same time, it is essential that AI tools are developed and used ethically and lawfully, with appropriate regulation and oversight. Source: www.theguardian.com. Story title: The Impact of Fake News, Unveiling the Influence Through AI. In a groundbreaking study, a generative AI model has shown that fake news can have a significant impact on election outcomes, particularly when released at a steady pace without interruption. The research, conducted by Doria C. Brody, a professor of mathematics at the University of Surrey, highlights the potential dangers of AI-generated disinformation in the political landscape. The study uses a generative model, a mathematical model that simulates the root cause of an observed event and its guiding principle, to create many histories and assess the effects of disinformation in elections. By modeling how voters receive information, the model can generate a possible history of how opinion polls change from the present to election day on a computer. According to Brody, the generative model does not predict any future event but provides the statistics of different events, which is what is needed. The study found that while a single release of disinformation may have little impact on the election outcome, repeated releases can have a significant impact. In particular, disinformation that is biased towards a given candidate will shift the polls slightly in their favor each time it is released. Interestingly, the study found that even if electorates are unaware of the truth or falsity of a given piece of information, if they know the frequency and bias of disinformation, this alone can largely eliminate most of its impact. The mere knowledge of the possibility of fake news is a powerful antidote to its effects. The study has significant implications for democratic processes, as AI-generated disinformation becomes more sophisticated and widespread. According to Brody, while fact-checking can help, it is not hugely effective, and a more proactive approach is needed. The study suggests that informing people of the statistics of disinformation that has been identified can help eliminate its impact. The research highlights the need for greater vigilance in the face of AI-generated disinformation and the importance of providing accurate information to counteract its effects. As AI continues to evolve, it is crucial that we develop strategies to mitigate its potential risks and protect the integrity of democratic processes. Source: theconversation.com. Story title: Microsoft's $1.5 billion investment in UAE's G42 AI firm, what you need to know. In a groundbreaking move, Microsoft has announced a $1.5 billion investment in G42, a technology firm based in the United Arab Emirates and overseen by the country's national security advisor, Sheikh Tahnoon bin Zayed Al Nahyan. This partnership marks a significant milestone for both companies, as they aim to expand their reach and influence in the global technology market. G42, headquartered in Abu Dhabi, has established itself as a leading AI firm, operating data centers across the Middle East and beyond. The company has garnered attention for its development of the world's leading Arabic language AI model, known as JAIS. As part of the agreement, G42 will utilize Microsoft's cloud computing platform for its AI applications and services. Furthermore, the two companies will collaborate to bring digital infrastructure to countries where G42 has a presence in the Middle East, Central Asia, and Africa. Microsoft's president, Brad Smith, will join G42's board of directors, signifying the importance of this strategic alliance. The deal has been carefully crafted in consultation with both the UAE and US governments, ensuring a strong foundation for future success. G42 has previously taken steps to distance itself from Chinese hardware suppliers, addressing concerns about its ties to the Chinese government. However, The company has faced allegations of espionage due to its connections with a mobile phone app identified as spyware. Additionally, G42 has been accused of gathering genetic material secretly from Americans for the Chinese government. Despite these controversies, the company remains committed to its ambitious goals and partnerships. This substantial investment from Microsoft in G42 not only strengthens their individual positions in the global technology landscape but also paves the way for innovative advancements in AI and cloud computing. As the two companies work together to expand digital infrastructure, they will undoubtedly face challenges and criticisms. However, their combined resources and determination make for a formidable partnership that is poised to shape the future of AI and technology. Sources: abcnews.go.com. Story title: Master Generative AI. Enroll now. Are you ready to take your understanding of AI to the next level? Look no further than the Microsoft Azure Virtual Training Day on Generative AI Fundamentals. This free event, brought to you by Microsoft Learn, is your chance to dive into the cutting-edge world of generative AI and discover how it can transform your work. Generative AI is a branch of artificial intelligence that uses machine learning models to generate new data similar to the data it was trained on. This technology has the potential to revolutionize the way we approach problem-solving and innovation. At the Generative AI Fundamentals event, you'll have the opportunity to learn about the basics of generative AI and the latest advancements in language models and applications. You'll also get a first-hand look at how Azure OpenAI Service can help you deliver results using text, code, image generation, natural language summarization, and semantic search. One of the key benefits of attending this event is the chance to gain an understanding of foundational generative AI terminology and concepts. This knowledge is essential for anyone looking to stay ahead of the curve in the rapidly evolving field of AI. In addition to learning about the basics of generative AI, you'll also have the opportunity to discover new AI advancements in Azure OpenAI Service and Copilot services. You'll learn how to incorporate these advancements into your applications, as well as how to optimize AI prompts and responses. Another important aspect of the event is Microsoft's commitment to ethical AI advancements. You'll learn about the company's responsible AI principles and how they are driving ethical AI advancements. By attending the Generative AI Fundamentals event, you'll be eligible to take the Azure AI Fundamentals certification exam at 50% off the exam price. This is a great opportunity to demonstrate your newfound knowledge and skills in generative AI. The event will be delivered in English, with closed captioning provided in multiple languages. There are several dates and times available, so you can choose the one that works best for you. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to learn from the experts and stay ahead of the curve in the world of AI. Register now for the Microsoft Azure Virtual Training Day on Generative AI Fundamentals and start building your skills in this exciting field. Source: techcommunity.microsoft.com. Story title: Unveiling Fizz, AI Strategy to Combat False Card Fraud Alerts. In the rapidly evolving world of payment card fraud, financial institutions are constantly seeking ways to enhance their defense mechanisms against unauthorized transactions while minimizing false alarms that generate extra work. Fizz, a leading bank technology provider, has developed a novel approach to this challenge by leveraging artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning to expedite the detection of emerging types of payment card fraud and reduce false positives. Traditionally, financial institutions have relied on highly responsive fraud filters to alert them to potentially unauthorized transactions. However, the most effective payment card fraud defense tools often generate a high volume of false alarms. These false positives not only create additional work for financial institutions but can also lead to customer frustration and potential loss of business. To tackle this issue, Fizz has turned to AI and machine learning. By harnessing the power of these advanced technologies, Fizz can analyze vast amounts of data to identify patterns and trends that might indicate fraudulent activity. This enables the company to detect and respond to emerging threats more quickly and accurately, reducing the number of false positives and the associated burden on financial institutions. The use of AI and machine learning also allows Fizz to adapt to changing fraud patterns and behaviors more rapidly. As fraudsters develop new methods and tactics, Fizz's AI-driven system can learn from these developments and adjust its detection algorithms accordingly. This enables FIS to stay one step ahead of cybercriminals, providing financial institutions with a more robust and agile fraud defense system. FIS' innovative approach to payment card fraud detection is a testament to the potential of AI and machine learning in the financial services industry. By automating and enhancing fraud detection processes, FIS is helping financial institutions save time, reduce costs, and improve customer satisfaction. As the threat of payment card fraud continues to evolve, solutions like FIS are essential for financial institutions seeking to protect their customers and maintain a competitive edge. Source: www.americanbanker.com